Hey guys, welcome back to Let It Roll. Today I've got a hybrid that I've been working on. You guys see my live casino play and you see I like to do either the 22 inside, the 44 inside, or the 66 inside based upon how the table is rolling. What I wanted to do is I wanted to implement something that I could add along to that so I get a score every time I throw the dice. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to accomplish that. Let's take a look. It's called the 54 Iron Cross. All right, guys, let's take a look at this 54 Iron Cross. First of all, we're going to start with $20 on the don't pass. If we throw a 7 or 11, we're going to lose the $20. If we throw a 2 or a 3, we'll go ahead and win $20. And if we throw the 12, it's a push. You bar the 12, so you don't win, you don't lose. It just stays there and you have another come out roll. So let's say that we do throw a come out roll and it's a 9. What we're going to do is we're going to hand the dealer $54. So it's going to look like a 44 inside. And then we're going to add $5 to the 4 and the 10. And this is how we're going to actually roll. So let me explain some things to you real quick on how this is going to work. Any strategy that you play, it does not matter how you lay out your money. You have to roll a few hit numbers in order to get past that losing point, that staying alive money, like Mel says from Craps Hawaii. You've got to be able to make a certain amount of money within those first few rolls that you roll. Otherwise, you're going to continually go backwards no matter what strategy you use. So let's look at this strategy here. What we want to try and do is we want to try and make $36 in any combination of hits that we throw here. So we're covering all of the numbers here, trying to make $36, because once we make $36, what would happen is if we made $36 at least, and then through the 7, we're going to add 36 plus the 20 we get for the 7, which equals $56. How much do we have across right now? We have 54. So that's how you're going to be able to tell when you're starting to make money. All right, the cool thing about these strategies here, like I said, no matter how the strategy is laid out, no matter what strategy you're trying, you can always adjust to fit your comfort level. So you could literally start for a $36 win, and then you could take it down to 22 inside and secure more profit right off the bat. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how this plays out, and you adjust it to your comfort level. All right, so when we're looking at this here, let's say that we hit a 9. You're going to win $14. So now I'm going to actually show you how this works out. Okay, so what I do at the casino, and it's hard to see when you watch my live videos, but I actually separate my winnings per hand so I know where I stand, if I'm still losing or if I'm at the point where I could start pressing. So what I'll do is in the casino, they have the racks right here. So I'll take this rack and this will be my starting bankroll. Like if I buy them for $300, this will be my $300, and every score that I make on each specific hand, I take that hit and I put it in the opposite rack here. So this is my bankroll and this is my winnings. So I'll literally have it sitting here like this so I could see how much I've won on this particular hand. Now, depending on what strategy I'm playing, I understand how much I need to win to get back to even. That way I could start pressing and collecting. With this strategy, you need to win $36 to break even. All right, so this would be my first hit. I'm just going to leave it down here so you could see what it is since I don't have a rack up here. Okay, now let's say we roll a 6. Okay, you're going to win $14. So that's right there, $28. Remember, we need $36. All right, so this would be in my rack up top so I know how much I have that I've won on this hand. So let's say we throw a 4. So we win $9. Okay. Okay, so now we know we have $37 winning. So right now, we're at the point where if we throw a 7, we're going to lose actually we're going to win $1 because we have $37 that we made. If we throw a 7, 37 plus 20 because we get paid for the don't pass is $57. And so now we actually have 54. So that's we actually have $3 winning. Let me make sure I'm right. So 28 and 9 is 37. So yeah, so we would actually be profiting $3 right now. So at this point, Okay, this is what you're going to do at this point. Since we know we're already in the profit, we're going to take down our 4, our 10, and our 5, and we're just going to play the field for $7. We're just going to split directly in half what we would make for these here. Okay, so now the field is going to be played for $7, and we're just going to roll that out until the end of the hand. We're just going to let it play. We're going to ride it out. That way, if it's a long roll, we're going to continually hit a score. Okay, so that's how this strategy is going to work. Also, the thing you got to remember is, I don't know if you've watched any of my live videos. The 29 roll video I just put up, you got to see that the first 3 times that I rolled terrible. And then that 4th time I had the 29 rolls, which actually profited me. So we all have to realize that we're going to go through bad rolls and good rolls. So that's why I like to play strategies that I could stay working without much risk. I don't see this as a ton of risk. All right. And that's why I'm trying to develop strategies that you could stay on the table for when them long rolls happen. You could keep collecting, keep collecting, keep collecting. Now, just remember, that don't mean you're going to win every time you go to the casino, because it just depends on how the dice rolls. But I like to stay working in case there's a long roll. So, all right, guys, let's see if I could have a long roll with this one. Let's go ahead and practice it. Okay, guys, I got a $300 bankroll here. Let's take a look and see how this strategy does for us. Okay, $20 on the don't. And remember, we need to make at least $36. And then we'll start working with the iron cross so we could actually hit on every roll. Come out roll is an 8. Okay, so we're going to go with 54 across. Let's see how we do here. It's a 9. All right. Center field 9. So we're going to win $14. Remember, I'm going to put it in my opposite rack so I know where I stand. That's a 4. All right, easy 4. So that pays $9. So where are we at now? I've got it right here, 14 plus 9. That's what, $23? Okay, so one more hit should do it. That's another 9. All right, so now we're at our point where we're just going to switch to the iron cross. So right now we've got 14 plus 14 is 28, plus 9 is $37. So if we were to throw the 7 right now, we would have this 37 plus 20, which is $57. And right now we have 54 across, which would put us in the profit of $3. And actually it'll come down just a little because we're going to take some money down to play the iron cross now. So this is the next step. So we've got our staying alive money now. So now let's go ahead and try and win on every single throw. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just put $7 on the field and hope for a long roll. So we'll just continually win $7 until the ugly number shows up or the point. Okay, so here we go. There's the ugly number. Okay, so that was good timing. Okay, 7. So now we're going to actually win $20 of this back. Okay, so this comes here. So we lost $21 is what we ended up losing on that hand, but we gained all of this money right here. So let's try it again. See how we do. We'll play through this $300 bankroll and see where we end up. Come out roll is spinning. That's a 3 craps. So that's good for the don't pass player. So we get a $20 win here. And we're still on the come out roll. So hard 6 is the point. Well, I guess hard 6 isn't the point, but 6 is the point. Okay, so I'm going to toss them $54. And we're on our way. And that is a hard 8. Okay, I don't know, I must have left that there. Okay, so hard 8 pays $14. Okay, so we'll try and keep this separate so we know how many we've hit. So there's 1 hit. Basically, it's pretty easy. You could even just figure it three scores, 3 hits. You could start playing the iron cross. There's a 6, so that's the point. Now, this is something that I've been working on also. When you hit the point, you're going to win $14 and lose 20. So you're only going to lose $6 on that. So if you minus it off of what you've won here, you're still up $8 on this hand, even though you lost a little bit from the don't pass, because you're going to lose your don't pass, but you're going to win 14. So we'll take that. We'll get paid for our 14. Now here's a little twist that I'm thinking of doing. Instead of going back on the don't now and having to come through another come out roll trying to face that 7, is I'm going to go ahead and play the pass line just like a normal play and try to go to $36 winning and then just switch. So we're going to go with the minimum pass line bet. The table's $5. If you're at a $10 table, put $10, whatever. And then we're just going to play the whatever the point becomes, we'll play it in odds. Okay, so if you pick yourself off, or if you're playing this way against another shooter and they hit the point, you could just flip it right away to a pass line bet. Oops, sorry, this should be a pass line bet. Okay, so come out roll. It's a 10. All right, so the point is a 10, and we're still going to just stay up the way we are. Except for now, we're going to play this in odds. Okay, until we make our $36. Okay, so we're just hoping to hit some numbers, and hopefully we could hit the point now instead of the 7. Okay, that's boxcars. Doesn't do anything for us right now. Okay. That is a 9. All right, so we hit the 9. It's a $14 win. Okay. And we could put that $6 that we lost over here in our winnings here so we know where we stand. We can always keep track of where we're at. So we know when we could start switching to the iron cross, or you could even change it up. So right now I know I'm up $22 on this hand. Okay, there's the 10. That's the point. Okay, so we get even money on the pass line and 2-to-1 on the odds. So we'll throw that in our winning rack. And we've got a new come out roll. Actually, we could have put this over here. So now we know we won all this. We could put this away now knowing that it's time to start the iron cross. because we made our staying alive money back already. Mel, I hope you don't get mad at me for using that term, the staying alive money, because that's Mel's term from Craps Hawaii. If you guys haven't seen his channel, go check it out. Excellent stuff. Okay, hard 10, so the point is going back to a 10. All right, so now we're going to actually move to the iron cross. And we're just going to ride it out. So now you're just hoping for a long roll, because you'll score on every single throw until the round's over, and it's over. But we made our staying alive money plus some profit. We'll do one more round and see how it goes, and then we'll add it up. I usually like to try and go through a $300 bankroll, but if it's taking too long, then you guys understand what I'm trying to do. Okay, new hand starts with a new don't pass. We're trying to get 3 scores basically. Come out roll. 10. Wow, that 10 is a popular point, isn't it? Okay, so $54. Three scores, and then move to the iron cross. This is kind of a hybrid. 5 fever. All right, so 5 is our first score. So we make 14 for the 5. Oops, let's leave it over here so we can see when we have 3 hits. So that's 1 hit. Nine, center field, that's 2 hits. So we've made $28 so far on this throw. So that's 2 hits. You can see 1 hit, 2 hit. So now if we threw the 7, we would make 28 plus 20, so 48. And we have 54 up there, so we would be down $6 if we threw the 7 right now. Dice out. And what was I saying? I was just talking, and that's what happened. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and see where we finished up, and we'll call it good right here. You guys understand what we were doing here. If not, go back and rewatch a little bit of it so you could kind of see when I moved to the pass line. If you're a little confused, just go back to some areas and go over it if you're a little bit confused on it. So that one kind of hurt us. Let's see where we're at. Okay, this is a 20, so okay, looks like we made just a little bit of money, but that seriously was only 10 minutes of throwing, maybe 15 minutes tops. So here's $15 here. So let's get 15. So here's the 300 I started with right here. And here's $21. So we made a $21 profit. Couple of things to take away from this strategy, or any strategy, no matter what strategy you use. If you're a beginner, or if you've never thought about this, kind of pay attention, because now that I'm kind of starting to understand the game of craps, when I first started playing, I was hitting numbers thinking, oh my gosh, I'm winning, but I didn't realize that there was a threshold you had to hit before you actually were in the positive. And I don't know if a lot of people think about that. You know, they go and they lay money out, they throw and get a few hits and think they're going to start winning. But in reality, you got to understand the game, understand the strategy you're playing, and understand how you win with that strategy. Don't just play the strategy thinking you're going to win. You need to truly understand the strategy so you can make adjustments if needed. Like, for example, the good example is this strategy, knowing that you have to hit 3 times before you're in the positive, but you can do some things from there. So if you hit 2 times, you could literally regress to 22 inside, and now no matter what happens, you're in the positive. So take all the strategies that you see on YouTube, tailor them to what fits your needs, your comfort level, and hopefully at that point you could start winning, okay? But just remember, it depends on how the dice rolls, on what strategy you're playing. All strategies will win, all strategies will lose. But again, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share my videos if you would. I'm trying to, get a little bit more exposure to my channel. Make sure that you hit the notification button and leave me some comments. If there's a strategy you want to see me try that you like to play, send it to my email address at letitrollcraps@hotmail.com. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.